What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 35 of our Madden 22 Pink Slips franchise here with the Vancouver Grizzlies. And it's been a long, tumultuous season. Finished 6-11. Bottom dwellers of the AFC South as your defending Super Bowl champions. Not where we want to be, but today, well, really the last episode rolling into today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Does that sound emotional? Does that sound moving? Well, if you missed the last episode, go watch it out. It was pretty good. It was a triple header. From that, we found out that really, Rosen and Zappy are kind of serviceable in the scheme, but I think we might get a little bit more zip out of Josh Rosen. So as it stands right now, as we enter this offseason, we are very much considering Josh Rosen, quarterback 1. Bailey Zappy, quarterback 1.5. It's very much a Jalen Hurts, Gardner Minshew situation in real life. But point being is that we got a big time victory. And I might have moved the numbers. We needed something positive to roll in this offseason. I said if we're playing the Atlanta Falcons, a 5-star performance, I would automatically, versus going to the wheel where we can roll plus 10 for any other team, dev trait boost, all those other positives, I said I'm putting my foot down. This has been a terrible year. We're going to be last place. Give me something. And I said, if we get a 5-star, I'm taking the plus 20 so that we can add Kyle Pitts, the number 1 player I've wanted to play with in Madden 22 this whole goddamn game. And I haven't had the opportunity. This was my only opportunity. I don't know. We don't play the Falcons a whole lot. So I had to take that chance, and we have Kyle Pitts on our team going forward. That's awesome. You look at that. Just like 6'6", 245, 96 X Factor. We'll put the captaincy on. You pair that with Huffman, who we got right here. I assume he got some sort of rookie. We will look at the year-end awards, but he has a point here. I assume he got something, and we got that medium, deep, and short route running. But you pair that 6'6", 245 with 6'4", 233, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. And then you also pair that with Claypool, who's 6'4", 238 with 92 speed. And thanks to you guys in the comments, we put on Rote Technician for, just literally the last episode. And Claypool was playing good. He was actually getting open. He was catching the football. So, I mean, we're rolling that into one hell of a wide receiver core. Got to figure out a way to get a quarterback. In Pink Slips, you don't really spend money in free agency. And it's got our Davis got to come through the draft. And unfortunately, because we're on a terrible season, we don't have a first-round pick. We had 2 first-round picks at the beginning of this year. We lost both of those to 5-star losses. We also lost our second-round pick to a 5-star loss. So we have 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, and a couple 7ths to try and find some impact playmakers for this upcoming season. We also got NPF here, Nicholas Petit-Friere, from that Falcons victory. Gives us a little bit more upside at that left tackle spot. And I don't know if we got anything on defense. That's a sight, because we did. We got Nakobe Dean, 77 superstar linebacker. You should know who he is by now if you're paying any attention for the 2022 NFL Draft. You just watch anything college football. He was the heart and soul of a historic national champion winning Georgia Bulldogs. He's probably pretty bummed out. It would be cool for him to go from playing from Georgia, go to the Atlanta Falcons. But he's here. We're excited to have him, 77 superstar with a scheme fit on top of that. We also got Rasul Douglas. This was more of a we lost Caleb Farley, but I'm an Eagle fan. Shout out to Rasul Douglas. And the last video, I said C4 put something in here. I literally, as soon as I finished editing, I was like, I'm not going to spend another video. Took like 45 minutes to edit. Rasul Douglas did give me a shout out. Someone paid for a Rasul Douglas shout out on Cameo, and I'm going to put that right here in the video.
Yo, my man C4. You're one of the realest out there, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Fly equals fly, baby.
So Rasul Douglas, big fan of the channel. Wasn't paid to say that. I'm excited to see what he can do on the outside. So, I mean, we go into the draft. We go in the offseason. I think if there is a quarterback, you can always, go with an interesting quarterback. I wouldn't hate getting better on the interior of my offensive line. That 3rd wide receiver, though Divine actually has been fine, I feel like he's probably more suited to be like our wide receiver 4, not our wide receiver 3. But, again, we talk about wide receiver 3, and you need that another receiving option. But we just got Kyle Pitts. If you have to play with Kyle Pitts, he's most likely going to command a lot of targets. Then you flip to the defense. I think we could, outside linebacker. corner, pass rush. Man, pass rush is a big one. I need to get some help here at pass rush. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how we're going to do it, man. Like, usually, like, the highest rating guys you can get, because we're already picking 3, 4, and 5. Like, you can get occasionally some guys that are, like, 75, 74 in that range. But, like, this is going to be a draft where we're pulling for, like, 67 plus. We're gonna mostly get this whole draft class, and we can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. Those are our draft picks, and get everyone in a range between, like, 67 and 71, 72. That's about as good as it can get. Maybe we'll throw one mulligan in there. They'll probably get a guy that runs a fast 40 and actually kind of sucks. But let's get into the offseason, man. Before we end the year, let's take a look here at our stats, what we're kind of working with, who did what this season. And the quarterback spot, just a mixed bag. Bailey Zappi, 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 6 picks, 63% completion percentage. He could get the job done, but we really had to, like, fine tool her off. Like, the fact that with Zappy in there, we could hit slants, we could hit screens, dink and dunks, but literally anytime we had to throw a deep ball, it was most likely be a worm burner, be underthrown. That's just kind of his skill set here with 87 throw power, and not great deep accuracy. And then we went to Josh Rosen, and look, he has a better completion percentage, even though the touchdown interceptions aren't as good, didn't have as many opportunities. Rosen could just hit the deep ball. That was the only difference. Really, Zappy had a little bit more zap on his short throws, but Rosen could hit that deep ball if our wide receiver could break off, like in press coverage, for an example. Rosen could float that thing in there and get the ball to our guys. Zappy could not make that throw. So, I still don't know what we're doing for quarterback, and it's highly, highly unlikely we actually get a good quarterback in the draft. There's just not, I don't think I've ever seen in any drafts that I've had a good quarterback beyond round 1. Maybe round 2. But, I'm not going to be trading up in the draft. Chuba Hubbard was amazing. 17, almost 1,800 yards, 13 touchdowns. 4 little vultures there for Pierce, who's solid. I like him as an RB2. Receiving, 60 catches, 926 yards, 11 touchdowns for Rashad Huffman. Pitts obviously did that damage, not with us. Claypool, 640 and 4. Again, probably my biggest disappointment from the season was Claypool. He was our wide receiver 1, and he didn't even start performing until the last 2 games of the season. 600 yards, 3 touchdowns for Chuba Hubbard. So Chuba finishes with, 2,400 total yards from scrimmage, 16 touchdowns. He's our offense, man. He's our offense. We live and die through Chuba Hubbard. On the defensive side, Danny Mallard, corner, 105 tackles, 2 interceptions. Woods, 102 tackles, 2 interceptions for our superstar safety, which we got him in like the 3rd round. 2nd round, 3rd round, somewhere in that range. On the sacks front, 8 sacks. Derek Brown didn't have, again, from a sack standpoint, Shepard's really the only guy that probably had most of those with us. Maybe Zuniga. But for the most part, we just 0 sacks, man. Could not get out to the quarterback. I'd say my biggest need is easily getting pass rush. We got to find a pass rush. A couple interceptions there. Not the best. No ball hawks or anything like that. But we're trying, man. Howard Lahu was pretty good as a kicker. 19 to 22, 86%. And we were the best damn punter in the business. Matt Ariza, 50 yards per punt, 15 gongs. And you got to remember, we sim half our games. Any game that we play, we're getting gongs. Multiple gongs. So, yearly awards. Let's see. Do we have anybody that won anything? MVP went to Lamar Jackson. In the AFC, Offensive Player went to Lamar Jackson. Chuba Hubbard coming in at number 4. Defensive Player, they went to Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie, they went to Rashad Huffman. Nice. Cooper Hayden was a runner-up at 2. We drafted him. He was our starting tight end at the beginning of the season. We have Devine coming in at 6. Walt Sullivan, 9. Cool. Mark Gwynn, he was our speedy wide receiver coming in at number 10. So we had a lot of draft picks. It's not necessarily like, we're really patting ourselves on the back. We had a lot of the top players in the draft, but it's good seeing that they're doing well. They're doing well. Miles Gentry was our starting middle linebacker for most of the season. Dwight Thompson, I'm pretty sure we drafted him. Danny Mallard there at 3. Tremont Woods at 4. Josh Hill was our slot corner for a minute. He's coming in at 8. And then just quickly looking through here to see if we have any award winners. We unfortunately do not, but that's fine. That's fine because our team sucked. And you don't get awards. You don't get participation trophies when you suck. We need to get better. And it all starts with the draft. But I will just show free agency just to show you guys the class. But mostly, we just got to get to the draft because that's where we're going to do our damage. Actually, let's see what's the Super Bowl. Panthers and Browns. I'm kind of pulling for the Panthers here because the Browns are just, dating back to last year's Madden, sim cheese. And unfortunately, the Browns win the Super Bowl. And it's not a poop joke. All right, so take a look at the free agency class. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can't really sign anybody, except I do. I forgot to actually, well, we got Razul late last episode, so I had to get his contract, and I just simmed through it. Unfortunately, but there's no other bids. We'll make sure we just get Razul Douglas back on the team. But look at the rest of the free agents. It doesn't look like an overpowered class. If we could sign people, we'd probably be looking at, Jerry Jeudy. You could get a contract from here. You could be looking at maybe big play Slay on the back end of the defense. But yeah, we're gonna re-sign our own talent here, and we're gonna bring back Razul Douglas. All right, so the pro days have just finished. So now, I just spent, let's see what time I started at 11, like quarter to 12. It's now 1:04, in the afternoon. I literally just sift through this whole draft class to find literally the value guys. These are all the day 3. We might have a chance at a couple guys, like Tillman's the highest rated guy. Stephon Tillman at Clemson, 2-3. Even that's, we'll have an early 3rd round pick, but you pretty much just got to go off combine numbers, like the 3-cone, 20-yard. There is the updated scouting. Fortunately, I just didn't get that till the season was 90% over. So next year, we'll have a lot more information. But literally, we're just looking for guys at 80 point that are day 3, 3-4 type guys that are top 5, athletic testing. We got couple linebackers here that all have, mix of great speed. I'm throwing the key ratings out the window. At this point, we just got to try to get athletes. So we have Casey Vick, 4.49. You got obviously, top 5s in the 3-cone, the 20-yard shuttle. So most of these guys should be, again, we're playing, the game of, give me the athletes. Usually the athletes have pretty decent range. We got some studs, some steals here though. Kenny Harris looks pretty good. Had the highest bench press. And he's supposed to go UDFA. I know it's not Madden 20 where high bench was, the red herring that this guy was going to be a great player. But highest bench press, give me that all day long. Should have a great chance. Same with offensive line. High bench press. You got top 5 in the bench press and you're going day 3. I'm gonna take that role on you. So that's why I got Jacques, Matthews. Again, don't really know a lot of the stats. Really, these are my top 2 guys. And I like Spellman. Hopefully we can get him. But these 2 look like they're probably the big hits. We have Larry Cleveland, we don't need a running back. We don't really need a running back. He probably can maybe RB3 or compete for RB3. But he has a break tackle, and the combine's very good. First in the 40-yard dash at his pro day anyways. First in 3-cone, 20-yard shuttle. All those numbers are ridiculous. It's this guy might have a chance at being high 70s. And then we got Jack Spellman from Florida. It's another guy I'm taking a look for because we're looking for a wide receiver 3 option. He might be the number 1 guy I think I want to try to get because look at that speed. The 20-yard shuttle, I wish that was a little bit better, but the fact that you get top 5 in the 3-cone, which is that's ticking a box. 4.25. I don't know what that speed, 4.25 speed, that could be 97. 97 speed, 98 speed, something crazy like that. So be able to get that in the 3rd, 4th round. Shift your guy to 5'10", 197. Complements all the big, gigantic, tight end hybrid dudes we have on the team. That's probably my number 1 guy. I hope he's still there when we pick in the 3rd round. But this is all I got, man. It's not ticking off a whole lot. We needed pass rush help, and I got 1 guy, Michael Gibson. We got B finesse, D tag. The tackle's gonna be he's a top fit for us. Just tremendous athlete. So here's hoping the board falls the way that we need it to fall, fellas. All right, for our private workouts, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 3. I won't go the running back because I don't need it, but I'm going to go Spellman. I'm going to go Gibson. I think we'll give it to Matthews because he has a high bench press. I'm intrigued. These EB guys, we have to get all 3 of those guys. We're here at the draft. Might as well just skip till the 4th pick of the 3rd round, and hopefully some of our guys are there. We'll pick off our favorites list. I wish I had a couple picks here, but we don't. Looking at, we got Spellman. We have Gibson, 2nd, 3rd round talent. Day 3, will he still be there? I gotta look at the DNs that are still there. I think the wide receiver is, wide receivers are easy to get in the sim, but let's take a look at that pass rush. If he's near the top, He's still a couple picks away. Like, we might be able to get him in the second round. Or the next pick. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. We're going to get Spellman here. I want that speed. 4.25 speed. And then we got to get that edge rusher. Spellman, very fast. 95 speed, 95 acceleration. Reminds me of Mark Wynn from last year. No dev trait, though. Very, very lucky. Gibson is still available. The pass rusher out of UConn. Oh, my God. Look at the stats, though, man. B finesse. He's a finesse rusher. Might have a dev, though, honestly. Oh, he does! Let's go! Michael Gibson! Literally, all my other favorites are gone. I got one D tackle left. And I'm not going to... I don't think I should pick my UDFA tackle right away. Jesus, man. Now we're just... Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll pick our D tackle here. And then I'll just sim out the... Oh, I won't sim it out, but I'll just kind of nitpick through the rest of the draft. Kenny Harris, D tackle. 94 strength. That's what you get when you have the #1 bench press, I suppose. All right, so draft recap time. I mean, for what we had for our pick, I think we did fine. I mean, we got 2 of our top guys right away. I'm hoping that we get a couple guys in the 70s, but I'm expecting like high 60s for most of our picks. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Not bad. I'll take that. So we got Jack Spellman in the third at 74. Already comes in. He's confident. 76. White Lightning here. That can work. That'll do. We got Gibson, the pass rusher. He's most likely going to plug and play. Luckily, that's like the one guy that we really wanted a hidden dev for, because he's going to have to play for us sooner than later. Finesse, fine. Speed rush, yeah. Looks good, man. Hopefully that dev is really good as well. We got Kenny Harris. He was UDFA. We took him for the highest bench, 70. Normal dev. Awesome. Actually, 71. Then we just kind of, I was like, all right, well, there's one athlete left at quarterback. Let's see what we can do. And we lucked out. I mean, not a, crazy prospect, but good speed and that 90 throw power. Throw power is hard to come by. So he's going to come in and be quarterback 3. We got Will Wolf. That's just like we do have fullbacks. We have a Canadian CFL guy. I feel like we can actually probably do a little bit better at fullback. This guy here, huge bend. Look at 86 strength, actually really good. Well, actually, his blocking was a little bit better, though. But still, fine fullback option there. We got Vereen at wide receiver. He kind of ticked out the boxes from like a speed standpoint. That's why I picked him there. We have at defensive end, we're actually going to move him to D tackle. Mike Stackhouse out of Temple. 310. Actually, again, just another guy who was top 10. 40-yard dash, 3-cone, 20-yard shuttle. Had a decent bench press. But for our scheme being that damn big, we're not in the 3-4 anymore. We're going to move him to D tackle, which is rating, kind of remains solid there. And then I just got Hodges. He was a projected first, second round pick. Was still there in the 7th round. I was hoping maybe there's, obviously kind of sucks, but there'd be a dev trait. No, he's actually not that bad. I think, you look at the fact that he has, his awareness is 48. I believe that's his awareness is 48. 48 awareness? If you bump that up to like a 60, like where like a lot of the players are, it's not that bad, man. I mean, the speed kind of sucks, but the catching traffic, the release, all pretty solid rating. So, I mean, we'll take that. He's bottom of the roster type guy anyways. But I think given the fact that we had no first-round picks, we still got a 74 burner. We got a pass rusher with a hidden dev and a couple of nice, bench pieces. Not that bad of a draft. Looking around the league, congrats to the divisional. Hey, look, I like to see what guy, we're going to go against this guy a couple times. We don't really need a safety, but the Titans in the division land the #1 player, RJ Gordon, 80 hidden dev. Absolute beast. Big-time wide receiver, Sidney Huntington, 95 speed going to the Vikings. Couple good pass rushers there. I mean, we're just kind of looking at the players that we would have drafted, if we actually had solid pick. What about the quarterbacks? We got anything here? J.C. Sherman, 74. Royal, 74. Hutchins, 75. Rhett, 75. Witt, 75 for Schmidt. What the? This guy, 90 speed. Ben Rhett, 5'11", 209, but this is Johnny Manziel regen. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 throw power. This guy could have been ours. What's that dev? Star? this thing is like a superstar, I'm going to be impressed because he went pick 18. There's no way I would have passed up on that guy. He would have seen the 40. It's only a star, I suppose. Man, that would have been a fun player to get. But, you know, hey, let's stop looking at other people's work. We're going to be happy with what we got. So looking at our roster here, followed from the offseason, we need to ensure our new team captains. And I did take one off. Oh, actually, no, we haven't yet. All right. So we can have 16 captains. We got to get one to Kyle Pitts for sure. And I think we probably should take it off Tremont Woods, even though he's superstar. We're not going to be able, we don't have enough captaincy spots to protect all of our current superstar dev players. And, you know, it's just another area code when you start talking about the superstar X factors. So I don't think, I mean, for sure, this is something I always want to look for your guys' feedback. But I think that this is probably the best case scenario for the team caps. Chuba Hubbard, Kyle Pitts, those two for sure are locked. So we have 4 open spots currently occupied. You got Javon Holland, Chase Claypool, Derek Brown, and Rashad Huffman. You know, in terms of who else would you protect, the two big guys that are currently exposed. One is Nakobe Dean at linebacker, 77 superstar, and then obviously you have Tremont Woods there at safety. I just think that, you know, where's the real value? You know, you can only protect so many people. Hopefully we don't lose too bad. In terms of impact, you know, Holland hasn't been making a whole lot of plays for us, but he's still a very good player, brings a lot of value to this team. And, you know, between the two safeties, I'd rather have the capacity on Javon Holland than Tremont Woods. And then it just kind of opens itself up. Nakobe Dean at linebacker, well, you know, what are we going to do here? I'd rather protect Derek Brown, an 87 superstar D tackle, than a linebacker. I'd rather protect Claypool than a linebacker. But feel free to let me know if you guys would change it up. But as it stands, those guys there are our team captains. And we're going to have to probably make some, you know, if you've been like, oh, paying attention to CFL guys, we are way over the roster limit. We need to get it down to 53 at 68. Probably going to be losing a lot of the original CFL guys because you know, we're going into year 4. We've outgrown them. There's no more issues with contracts. We're not going to be losing and having our team depleted like we did after we won the Super Bowl. So we got the first 2 preseason games out of the way. Wasn't too much, you know, pressure on that, but I feel like the last one, man, this is like usually the one that you play a little bit more, your starters in, you get those guys, you make those roster decisions, maybe last opportunity from a camp positional battle. I feel like in this game, we should give 1/2 to Bailey Zappi, 1/2 to Josh Rosen. And from that, we will figure out who our starter is going to be at home week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. Maybe that's fair, maybe that's not fair. I'm leaning Rosen, but let's give Bailey Zappi a chance here against the Detroit Lions to prove that maybe he deserves to be our starter to start the year. All right, so first drive, it is going to Bailey Zappi. I think I might need to alternate drives, just because I don't know at what point we're going to pull the start. I wouldn't want Zappi to get like the first half with all the starters, and then the game just like shifts my depth chart so that I'd have to, you know what I'm saying? These could get more annoying. So I think we'll go this on a drive per drive basis. That's a great start there. But we're doing hard throws. This is not trying to win in pink slips. These are what kind of throws can you make for this offense. Boom, there we go. Boom. Oh, there we go. That was actually a great grab for the rookie. The speedster out of Florida, Spellman. Look at that, though, man. The timing might be there with Zappi and Claypool. All right, let's scramble the pocket. Hit Kyle Pitts here for a touchdown. That was just, everything about that was god-awful, so I'm not going to really hold that against Zappi too much. That was user error more than anything. All right, Josh Rosen's turn. We still have all the I might actually have to give that third quarterback a shot. I think he has the biggest arm out of all of our QBs, and he's the fastest. All right, first play for Rosen, getting sacked on a screen pass. Not impressive. Opportunity to hit a big pass. Wow. Oh, hey, look at Claypool wide open there. Probably where we should be going. Look at that. Hits Claypool. Doesn't hit Claypool. Man, Rosen can hit the slants, though. Can he ever hit the slants? I got a bunch of guys hit the slants. What else can you do for me? All right, Bailey Zappi's getting another drive here. I think we're going to play our starters, I think that for the first half. So hopefully we'll get a Zappi drive. We'll get another Rosen drive, and maybe we can get that third QB with the starters. Which, these are the throws we just can't hit with Zappy, man. He just can't hit the deep ball. If you can't hit the deep ball, I can't just keep living by slant screens and, you know, play action. All right, can we get Spellman here? Middle of the field, got to get it in there. Holy shit, he caught it. 30 and 10. Here's the throws that in the situations we want Zappy in. 3rd and long. What can you offer to this team? Spellman got the separation. Man, he's going to be dangerous. Go no huddle. Can we hit this again? Go right to the running back. Chuck it down. Chuba Hubbard. Can you hit the screen? Josh Rosen gets sacked on the screen. Zappy throws a touchdown on the screen. I mean, this is still what we're looking for, man. I should just be running, like, verts. What QB can throw the vert where we need it to go? That was a little bit underthrown. Honestly, that was more so Kyle Pitts than anything, but he hit it. 29 yards. Boom. Easy. Kyle Pitts touchdown. Give us something to think about here. I'm not sure, you know, I don't know. All right, we still got our starters in. We're going to go with Jamie. Is it Jamie Carter? What's this guy's name? We're going to go with the 3rd QB option. I think it's Jamie Carter. You know, compared to everyone, he's a better athlete. 82 speed, 86 acceleration. And in terms of throw power, he has the biggest arm on our roster with 90 throw power. Yeah, not bad. I mean, he's making the routine throws you need to make. How about this one? Can he take this one and score? How kind of athlete are we talking about here? Not that much of an athlete, but a great throw on the run. I mean, maybe we could have went B there instead. I'll give him another drive. I'm intrigued by what we got with this rookie. Okay, this is going to Spellman or Huffman. Oh, what? Insane interception from Amani Oruwariye. I don't know if we're going to be knocking the rookie quarterback on that one. What? I hate to show the bad plays. The real bad play. We might need to get a second look at this. Preseason or not. Okay, that's just a terrible throw. Like, why would he engage in that throw? And then he makes a diving, one-handed interception. That's one of the greatest picks I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. Rookie QB, man. Come on. Zappy eats the safety. I'm not seeing... I mean, honestly, I'm coming out of this game with more questions than answers. Another sack, fumble on Zappy. Get him out of there, man. Let's put Rosen back in. Oh, let's go! Josh Rosen. Let's see it, Rosen. Vereen. I want you to hit Vereen here for the touchdown. Oh, he actually got sat on the route. And just improvisational there from... I think Rosen got it. Probably value that we had all 3 quarterbacks get meaningful snaps. And this is kind of what the stat line looked like. It was really between Zappy and Rosen. 10, 16, and 18 attempts. Carter got 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. You know, then the picks were pretty not good. Zappy, touchdown and a pick. And then Josh Rosen, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I feel like this year it's going to be the exact order of our quarterback depth chart. But let's not get it twisted. We are 100% when we can upgrade and get another quarterback. We got to get back. We won the Super Bowl with Justin Herbert. okay? You win things like that with X factors. You're not going to win it with these quarterbacks that are sub 70 overalls, and I can only run like 4 or 5 plays that I have a chance in hell of actually completing. I need to be able to open up the playbook, and the only way for us to open up the playbook is to slowly find a way to upgrade these quarterbacks. But for day one, I think we're going with Chosen Rosen. So fellas, that is the offseason. We stand here with our depth chart, our final roster, kind of looking like this for week one. We had to figure out our quarterback. I think Rosen is our best option. But from that, we found out Spellman, White Lightning here, unreal. This guy, as long as we don't lose him, this guy made a bunch of plays. I'm excited to see what he can do. Hopefully we don't lose him. We got Kyle Pitts debut. Excited to see that. Defensively, still a work in progress, but you know, we got a brand new DN here in Gibson. Excited to see what that dev trade is. Excited to see if we can, when we use him, if he's going to be an absolute beast for us. Jesse Luketa earned himself the starting left outside linebacker gig. The Canadian beating out Alex Singleton, who's been, you know, a servant of this team. He's been here since day one. But Luketa, a little bit more juice, more so Singleton regressed. He was a 72 last year, and then obviously, you know, he's 30, so that's kind of what happens. I'm excited to see what Rasul Douglas can do in the secondary. Will he be able to get some turnovers? That's what we're lacking, man. We need interceptions, and Rasul Douglas is all about interceptions. The last change that I did, I have respect because he's made some great kicks for us, but the regression has been just brutal for Hajrulahu. 82 kick power. I mean, we'll have him as an emergency kicker, but I think it's time we let the kick god Matt Ariza handle both duties. Look at that. Why not, right? And that's what he did at San Diego State. He was the kicker and the punter. So we're going to make that slight change there. But honestly, fellas, I am excited for this season to start. Won't be too long. We'll definitely get the first episode out before the draft, because obviously it's going to be the draft weekend from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be almost exclusively draft content. So I do want to get this first game, the doubleheader here. We got the Bills at home, the Texans on the road. So hopefully that'll probably be Wednesday, right? The draft's Thursday. Plan right now is to stream here on YouTube. I know a lot of other bigger people are going to be doing streams, but if you want to come hang out, watch them, especially with 2 first-round picks for the Eagles. I'm sure I can't wait for them to draft Drake London for me to lose my shit. So I'll post more. Stay tuned on my Twitter for what I'm doing for the draft stream. But that'll do for me here today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.